Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important things that we need to talk about because I want to talk about the one reason that Bitcoin is about to go into a bull market. In fact, I want to talk about the main thing that will drive this bull market. Guys, whenever Bitcoin goes into a bull market, there's normally something you can point to and say, this one thing in particular is why Bitcoin is rallying. And in this bull market, starting here in the year of 2020, there is a very specific reason why we are entering a bull market, and I'm calling it the year of adoption, the year leading into mass adoption. Guys, we have a lot to talk about in today's video. I think you're going to get a lot of great value out of today's video, so if you do, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and make sure to follow us over on Instagram at CryptoJeb. We're trying to grow that. We just passed 1,000 followers, and that is awesome, so shout out to everyone who follows us over there. Well, without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Before we get started, I do want to mention that this channel is partially sponsored by Bybit. If you guys are interested in trading Bitcoin, which you probably are if you're watching this channel, the exchange that I personally recommend is Bybit. If you use our link in the pinned comment down below, then you can sign up for Bybit, and that link will help to support this channel. And if you use the coupon code WIN$500, you will get up to $500 back when you deposit Bitcoin. Guys, we have a lot to get into in today's video, so let's go ahead and jump on to the chart. Bitcoin has been around for 12 years now, and in that time, Bitcoin has gone on 3 bull markets. This first one, which was absolutely ridiculous. This second one in 2016 and 17 that rallied us to $20,000. And now, if you guys don't know, we're entering another one. We're up over 250% in the last 250 days. Now, I'm not going to get into the catalyst of the previous bull markets. A lot of it just had to do with the development of fundamentals. There were some things that drove those, but the thing that drives this one is adoption. Specifically, adoption of major organizations and major power players in general finance. One that we've heard of recently was none other than Stanley Druckenmiller. I'm going to keep calling him Druckenmiller instead of Druckenmiller because it's funny. No offense, Mr. Druckenmiller. You're pretty rich, so probably know what you're talking about. And that's kind of my point, guys, is that Stanley Druckenmiller knows what he's talking about. He's worth $4.5 billion for a reason. He, if I remember correctly, is a hedge fund guy, and he has now switched sides on Bitcoin. If you guys haven't heard, billionaire Stanley Druckenmiller owns Bitcoin, sees attractive store of value that could beat gold. This guy was not always for Bitcoin. In fact, he and a lot of the people and companies that we're going to talk about in today's video were very much against Bitcoin. Stanley Druckenmiller revealed Monday, about a week ago, that he owns Bitcoin and explained why it could be a better investment than gold. He managed money for George Soros as the lead portfolio manager for the Quantum Fund until 2000. He and Soros made massive profits betting against the British pound in 1992, and according to Forbes, Druckenmiller's current net worth is $4.5 billion. In an interview with CNBC on Monday, Druckenmiller famously said, "I'm a bit of a dinosaur, but I have warmed up to the fact that Bitcoin could be an asset class that has a lot of attraction as a store of value. Frankly, if the gold bet works, the Bitcoin bet will probably work better because it's thinner, more illiquid, and a lot more beta to it." And guys, that's something I talked about on Friday, so make sure to go back and watch that video. Bitcoin is more beta than gold. What does that mean? Does that mean it's like scrawny and hunched over and like, you know, coding? No, it means that Bitcoin is 12 years old. Gold is 6,000 years old. If you're going to talk about anything hitting a plateau, it's gold. It's been around the block, you know, it's been here for a while. Bitcoin is much newer, which means that it has a lot more potential returns. There are still billions of people in the world that have never even heard of Bitcoin. And because of that, Bitcoin has a lot more room to run. The fact that Stanley Druckenmiller is seeing that is a big deal. Again, he's worth $4.5 billion from investing, so I'm going to listen to him when he changes his tune on Bitcoin. Another guy I want to talk about, Paul Tudor Jones, net worth $5.8 billion United States dollars. Billionaire Paul Tudor Jones sees massive upside in Bitcoin like investing in Apple or Google early. American billionaire hedge fund manager, again, Paul Tudor Jones, has recently become more bullish on Bitcoin. He declared the cryptocurrency the best hedge against inflation and compares investing Bitcoin now to investing in early tech stocks like Apple and Google. "I think we're in the first inning of Bitcoin and it has a long way to go. I came to the conclusion that Bitcoin was going to be the best of inflation trades, the defensive trade that you would take. Bitcoin has a lot of characteristics of being an early investor in a tech company, like investing with Steve Jobs and Apple or investing in Google early. I like Bitcoin even more now than I did then. I think we're in the first inning of Bitcoin and it's got a long way to go." These two men collectively are worth $13 billion, both of them being fund managers and investors is how they became billionaires. If you guys don't know where I'm going with this, let me make it very clear and put it in plain English so you don't have to read between the lines. What's going to drive this bull market is adoption. What's going to drive this bull market is trust. What's going to drive this bull market is the people listening to the billionaires and the major companies that all of a sudden are getting bullish on Bitcoin, and they're thinking, why are these rich people getting bullish on Bitcoin? Maybe I should listen to them, because the last bull market, 2016 and 17, most of the news was either China banned Bitcoin or Bitcoin's dead. That was the news that we had during the 2016 and 17 bull market. So just imagine what's going to happen with 3 years of advanced development in fundamentals, and we have a lot of the world's power players investing in Bitcoin. It's something we talked about in yesterday's video. If you didn't watch it, 2-Minute Technical is a great series we just started. Go subscribe and check the channel for that. The power players are stepping into cryptocurrency, and that is going to be the catalyst that drives this market. PayPal just activated their Bitcoin exchange features on Thursday, and that's a huge deal because if you don't know, PayPal has 300 million global users. When people are saying, oh, Bitcoin's a scam, it is increasingly difficult to say that with any degree of credibility when PayPal is adopting it, when Starbucks is adopting it, when Paul Tudor Jones and this other guy, Stanley Druckenmiller, are adopting it. Completely forgot his name for a second. I think calling him Drunkenmiller is getting me caught up. Anyway, this is completely off topic, but sometimes I just wonder why people don't change their names. Like, I know some people with some weird last names. You can do that, right? Anyway, guys, this video isn't very long because it doesn't have to be. The point's very simple. This Bitcoin bull market is going to be driven by major power players stepping into the space and providing credibility to Bitcoin. Why did a lot of people not get into Bitcoin last bull market, 2016, 17? It's because the power players, Ellen DeGeneres, a lot of these big names, a lot of the big news companies only started talking about it in the last month of a 2-year-long bull market. This is the beginning of the bull market, guys, and everyone's talking about it. Just imagine for a second what's to come. Now, by the way, I'm not trying to get you to FOMO. I don't want you to go invest your life savings in Bitcoin. I want you to be responsible. I want you to not use your emotions. I want you to use your brain and your logic instead. I don't want you to get ahead of yourself, and I don't want you to buy in at the top and be in negative for years. But I do want you guys to understand just the position that we are in, because the future for Bitcoin is bright, and I am incredibly excited about it. Guys, tell me in the comment section down below what you think of that, and also tell me, because I want to make a video on this, what are your favorite fundamentals on Bitcoin? What do you think is going to drive mass adoption of Bitcoin? Where do you think Bitcoin's going to be in 5 years? I want to hear your take on that down below. By the way, guys, I will be hanging the Bitcoin sign back up tomorrow. You will see that in tomorrow's video. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a suit on Sunday, it's not because I'm going to church in a suit. We wear pretty casual stuff to church. I'm actually recording this on Friday, which is why I'm not talking about anything topical. Everything I've talked about here today is still going to be relevant on Sunday when it goes live. Guys, before I go, remember to follow us at CryptoJeb on Instagram and Twitter. We are getting really active over there, and we're growing fast. I really appreciate you guys. And also, if you haven't already, sign up with Bybit and our link in the description down below. It helps out this channel when you do that. And if you're interested in learning more about technical analysis, join the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Nearly 3,000 students have gone through it. The link's in the description down below. There's 36 videos and 12 hours of high-quality content teaching you everything you need to know about trading Bitcoin. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.